let's talk about Syrup, right? Syrup came to Fusion one day, not playing Ness at all, playing Steve, won that Fusion. Steve got banned, and now we're back on the Ness. So honestly, Syrup's a very interesting player to me because I've always said that this kid's punish game is unreal. So I feel like he has gone through, he doesn't even need to like relearn Ness, he's just that good.
Yeah, and I think with a lot of how he looks at the game, regardless of Ness's tools versus other characters that he's played, the Steve, the other characters that he's shown off, like the mentality is still the same. He wants to touch you, and then he wants to kill you.
Yep.
Like that's just the game plan.
Still lining up though, GuyGuy already starting out with such a deficit, and Syrup with a little bit of rage too is already stacked on a ton here. Go gonna be able to find a down throw and the tornado all the way up. That combo has been in the game for quite some time.
Yeah, it's just been Luigi bread and butter, just like many a jab block is for many a characters. We'll see if Syrup can close out the edge guard. No missing that drop zone fair there from Syrup. GuyGuy getting a chance to instantly even up this game if he finds a grab, but lather, rinse, repeat's the name of the game here, Lyric, and it seems like that's exactly what Syrup wants to go in there. Just a simple drop zone edge guard, not missing a second chance.
Light hit Nair too, wasn't even the strong hit on that one. Syrup with such a ginormous lead right now. GuyGuy needs to find a way in, but once again, Syrup's conversions in neutral have been fantastic so far. Here we go though, a couple of up tilts into the up air, and I love the way that GuyGuy chases around, but still, I feel like Syrup just has the number right now. Look at these edge guards. The Nairs have been fantastic. Just gonna walk the dog real quick, but great timing on GuyGuy right now. I don't know, Ooble. There's the down air, back air, but I don't think a lot of Syrup's hits have been strong hits so far this game at all.
Yeah, definitely not a ton of offense coming out from GuyGuy. Like a couple of combos, like a couple of the easy stuff. Like we saw the down throw into down B. We saw a couple up airs string a little earlier, but Syrup is just being able to consistently cross up with Ness's floaty movement, being able to keep yourself safe with a tandem of both large hitboxes and platform utilization, and the clean as hell edge guarding that we saw like time and time again. Being willing to say, I'm going to block you off, and I don't care if this doesn't close out the stock. I want to make sure that I can do it again and again and again until you're out of resources and we're moving on to the next game.
Smashville for game number 2 here, so we're going close quarters. We're going to try and utilize that center platform to get those Luigi B&B combos going, but it doesn't look like Syrup wants anything to do with it right now, using the Nair as a get-out-of-jail-free card right now, but still GuyGuy making it possible right now, following a lot of the recoveries back to stage. Oogle, it's getting a little bit closer on this first stock. The plunger, the PK Thunder, and here we go. Could be the forward air. I'm surprised not a tornado, but maybe you can walk me through that.
Yeah, I can understand trying to knock you through the towards the platforms, especially since that's when GuyGuy's been sharking so much. But at those 100 or 100+%, like you're looking for these back airs as we saw close out the stock for GuyGuy there. That's those type of finishers are everything against Ness because you have to make him feel like he needs to approach. As Ness's approach game much weaker than his dash back game.
Absolutely. GuyGuy doing a really good job. I feel like we're seeing a reverse position of game 1, right? Early stock, and we're seeing just a very big percentage lead now. GuyGuy almost lapping Syrup at this point here, and is looking just for the plunger once again. Syrup once again trying to find a way in the back throw. We'll get something started. Going for the early PK Thunder there. Going to be able to block all hits of Tornado, get the punish to the yo-yo, but still GuyGuy just masterfully wins.
You know, it feels like everyone's just pulling the trigger early.
Yeah.
I know the early bird gets the worm, but a lot of times it leaves you well open for whiff punishing. GuyGuy, lucky he's still on his first stock here after a couple of whiffed interactions. Just like so, an early fair gets bypassed real quick. The back throw wraps up the stock, but Syrup needs to, almost looks like he needs to take a deep breath here because he's pulling the trigger way too soon since he at a deficit against GuyGuy's Luigi, and he's a touch of death character. This deficit could instantly turn well on its head in an instant if GuyGuy finds the right hit.
I cannot tell you how many times we've seen players like go for the right option and then their frames even seconds too early, right? Like the brain is there and the hands are not. Tornado right below the ledge though is going to send Syrup under. Syrup now trying to land, will be able to get the reversal with the back air. Charge up is going to be caught out by the forward air, and now GuyGuy in such a bad position here. The air dodge will get caught by the forward air. One more chance on life here, but unfortunately no misfire to be found. Syrup now going to take the reversal, Ooble, and now we are in a very precarious situation if you're GuyGuy. You were doing such a good job of holding the lead, and now Syrup going to be able to still stack on some damage, even reading the jumps. What do you do with your GuyGuy? Can you even make it back to stage right now?
You can if you get the 1 in 10. The misfire keeping GuyGuy alive, and the up smash reversal off of the flash shield into spot dodge, trying to get Syrup reaching and doing so effectively. You are stuck into the stage, but no down air there from Syrup, trying to actually just force a stage spike or force something, keeping things consistent, and that is exactly where Ness and many other characters can survive in a matchup like this. Just do your B&Bs and do make sure that you don't get punished, because at 0, things get dangerous. Good SDI on part of the Syrup, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, this is a masterful player, seed #1 for a reason, but here comes GuyGuy, not going to go down without a fight here. Good mentality hold as well, even though Syrup just looking for an aerial at this point, and will be able to find the back air, especially on a stage like Smashville. That is definitely going to take the stock. Great set, of course, from Syrup. I